Alright. What are you? Oh! Blue marble! Where does this lead? Where am I going? So this is floor 9. Wait, where's floor 8? Oh, this is floor 8. What happens if I go down here, then? But yeah, I think we're gonna have to go back up? Get some mushrooms. Oh. This should get us another fragment. There we go. I have no idea what these fragments do. We've seen a couple of them. You know, yeah, why don't we do this? Are we here? Yeah, it implies that we're here. It implies that there's a zone to go down on. Oh, the zone to go down on is just straight to floor 9. Interesting. But yeah, considering my food situation, I think it's best if we go back, because we're fairly low on supplies in general, and I don't think it's going to be safe for me to try and descend further as I am. There's a manga where the party's forced to eat and cook monsters, and even some humanoids. Mostly not humanoids. A couple, but most of the humanoids are like harpies-ish? I don't know. I really like Dungeon Meshi, or Dining in Dungeon. If any of you guys haven't read that manga yet, you really should. It's good. It feels like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, comboed with like some of the best gag manga I've ever read. But it's not like the classic gag. I don't know. I have this problem. I'm a huge weeb, but I don't like most like anime or manga because it gets like painfully tropey. And you know, all the characters are generic. There's only like a handful of male characters, and they are always like flat compared to the protagonist, who's somehow this like chosen one type character who's just garbage. I don't know. I wanted to like SAO, but I just can't. Okay, so oh, the bonfire falls apart after a little while. That's good to know. And I was having this problem when I was specifically playing the recent 2 Digimon games, because it feels like I'm watching a bad anime instead of a good Digimon story. It bugs me a little bit because I'm like, no, I want like good story. Digimon. They're like, let's go out and eat food and ask about how to be friends and questionable romance, and it's like, not sure. So I'm pretty much gonna have to book it, because yeah, we're low on crystals. I mean, we're out of crystals, pretty much. Okay, luckily it's a pretty dang straight shot, and there's almost no traps. They will even hit me, if we're lucky. It really just is the question on whether or not Tenta Monster feels like it's stabbing the shit out of me. I did kill it, yeah? I did, but it doesn't look like it worked. That's unfortunate. Couple of crystal monsters. Turn this back on for now. Yeah, these suckers are rare in the city levels. We have, like, next to no lantern ammo. Which is a problem, because I kind of need that. But so, stuff like Dungeon Meshi actually stand out to me, because it can be a little bit tropey here and there, but 90% of it actually feels, like, really well written and thought out, and, like, it's a legit story, as opposed to just, like, a collection of tropes masquerading as a legit story. And it's also like one of those stories that is always driving towards an end. Which, I mean, admittedly, a lot of manga kind of does that. And a lot of stories kind of do that. But not all of them. That's always something that gets me a little bit. Because I feel like every story has to have an ending, or it ends up feeling cheaper and not as fun. You know, I guess the more I play video games, the more I realize how much I like finishing them. How much I like seeing what is at the end. And, you know, it gets to me a little bit when series, for example, are just like, yeah, this is kind of like super never-ending. And we're just going to keep going indefinitely because it's making us money. Oh, we're out of money! Time to end the story! And it's like, Or you get the Bleach situation where they're still making bank, and they just keep going, whether or not they should. Okay, so we've got a marble to put in here. Oh, neat. Okay, so we want to just grab... Honestly, I'm going to store 2 of these. We straight up don't need that many. And I'm going to grab these 2. I'm going to try and store a decent chunk of food. Or, hold on. What if I put in here? The spear and the hammer. Oh. Oh. Can't store anymore. Do I have another? No, I don't have any more. And these are just crafting materials. We don't have a crystal, do we? And honestly, I'm just gonna drop arrows or something. Might as well take one of these. So this gets us a self strap. That should be some kind of healing. And yeah, we still got some blood moss and a weave sitting around in there, so that should be fine. Let's pull out the arrows. I'm not going to use them. Or maybe I should go use them? I don't know. Okay, we don't have any more water. Hey, thank you, Roland Tigerfish, for the 12-month resub. Follow your content. Happy holidays. Yeah. Thank you. Happy holidays to all of you. But you especially. Yeah, we're having a very quiet holiday here. Shell kind of wanted to go back home, but the problem is, like, I hate holiday travel. It's always so busy. There's always so many people. It's always so busy. There's so many people. The prices are so much higher. And also, as a YouTuber, my best month every year is December, so it's always kind of tough for me to be like, yeah, I'll go traveling. Up my income by, like, a considerable amount. But I think I'll always be like that, and it's like, I could travel. Or I could just travel later. Take a proper vacation someday. I don't even know where I'd go. Japan? Problem is, if I want to go on vacation anywhere, I want to stay there for a while. I never like the go on a vacation to a place for a week, because it never feels like I'm there long enough. You know, a week works with, like, a city, but if it's, like, a whole other country, I feel like I want to almost spend, like, a year there or something ridiculous like that. You know, only spending a week in a place means, like, you only get, like, the basic surface value of everything. We spent 3 months in Croatia, and I still don't quite feel like I got to experience as much as I wanted. It was pretty close to everything I wanted. see. I wonder, this is the first of your streams I've ever been able to drop in here. Big fan on YouTube. Welcome! I don't know. I never want people to feel like the streams should be the #1 place you come find me on. I feel like both platforms are perfectly acceptable. Yeah, so you can catch the fish with the spear, if I remember right. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can do a drop sword attack. So maybe I'll go pull that spear out. We'll see. For now, let's go farm a bunch of crystals, because I kind of need them. Crystals and food, because I am starving. In real life and not. This game actually makes me quite hungry. Okay, so we want to keep this on, because I'd hate to get stabbed by the trap. And right, don't sprint. No matter how impatient you are, sprinting is bad unless you've been through the area before. Quick question for anybody that's played this. Do you know if you've triggered the trap, if you walk into it, do you still insta-die or no? Fish cakes with the hammer. I don't think I can pull that off. I don't think that's how it works. Interesting that they have another one of these, like, weird steak monuments. Oh, I want steak all of a sudden. Okay, so there's some more blood moss. Yeah, stuff like blood moss is what we want to store at the fireplace. Or in the dream, I guess? Turnips. And yeah, keep an eye out for foxes. Because if we can find some foxes, that gets us a decent amount of, like, proper meat. Foxes, snakes to a lesser degree. What else is immediately helpful? I mean, honestly, just any amount of food is good. Because those are our healing items. I wish this was one of those games. You know what? I would accept this as a roguelike, properly, if it had, base building mechanics. Like, to some degree, how nice would it be if you could actually have, like... Okay, not for the trap that I've tried. So, so specifically, the spike trap doesn't kill you if you've set it off already? I want to test this. I know I would regret it, but I want to test it. Well, like, how cool would it be if you could actually have, like, a little farm going up above, and you're actually, like, dragging resources up to the surface. You know, the deeper you delve, the more stuff you get that you need. But you bring it up to your like, home base up top, and kind of, like, develop, not unlike Ashen, but a little bit more survivally. No, my crystal bits. I have the light off. Are they still scared of me? They are. This is unfortunate, because I need them to not be afraid of me. What if I approach with my back turned? No, they're just scared. Well, I guess they know me as the Destroyer. And don't want me to get their crystally bits. Are we done? Oh, yeah. Oh, right. The first level doesn't have the spike traps. Okay. So we got some amount of food. Yeah. I should make at least a basic broth. Oh, just lighting the fire cost a crystal. But yeah, I need to have a little bit of food. Otherwise I start starving, and things get worse. Oh, inventory is full. I straight up really am not sure if I'm going to use archery that much. The bomb arrows would probably be worth going for, but the regular arrows, not sold on that one. Well, time to test. Okay. That's good. So yeah, you can walk straight into the thing and it does not harm you. That's all I needed. Because yeah, those spike traps are deadly. And I don't like it. Let me see. Oh, right. Bats. Oh, I've also got to pay attention for the critters. Because we need meat. I gotta pay more attention. Because yeah, if we can get just a couple of morsels here and there, that helps a lot. Yeah, there was a critter that dug into the ground there. I noticed them last second. Should have been paying more attention, but... I mean, it is dark. It is way dark. Let's see, so what's on the list for tonight? We're going to play a little bit more below, and then Shell and I are going to kick back for a while. In Let's Go Eevee. Okay, so keep your eyes peeled for food, Wander. I'd tell the rest of you guys, but it's going to be meaningless. By the time you spot it and inform me that it exists, it'll be quite gone. Nope. Yeah, they're braver when they've got the big guys around to get at me. More of that. There's some diagonal route that I can take as well. I don't think I care as much. Yeah, the other question is, how deep does this game go? Ooh, we are getting hungry. Well, we've got a decent chunk of potato. Just kind of lying around. Because it'd be a lot easier to plan for these trips. I think if I knew just how deep the, like, cavern system goes. Because if this is like a 10-level game, then I should probably just stock up and do like a push for the end. Ow. I'm not even sure what got me. Probably one of the little guys. Unfortunately, there was quite the group hanging out with those foxes. Well, either way, foxes mean meat. Meat means health. And a little bit of damage here and there doesn't bug me that much. Beautiful steak. That'll make some nice stew. Alright. So if I remember right, this takes us to the North Passage? Shoot. Wasn't there that one section that I've never been to before? Let's go grab this spear as well. Maybe I can do a little bit of light fishing? Maybe. Because there was a shortcut on the left. I am a monster! I feel bad for this, but I need food so bad. Oh, this fox ain't harvestable. Okay. Loads of food out here. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. Oh, right. I'd forgotten about that. Alright, so we've got another piece. Yeah, I wonder what that does. Oh, there's the other fox. There's just another fox over here that just got dead? I don't know, just randomly yelped and poof. Not gonna question it. This means food. Look at all that food. Alright. Should probably... Oh, you can't grab, You can't grab water from the sea, obviously. What else do we got around here? Bandages, torches, a bomb. Yeah, it's just hard to care about the bomb to some degree. Okay. So what do we got in here? I can cook. Let's cook. I probably should have gone with, well, maybe I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be fine. That'll be good. So we already got the shortcut up there. But there's this whole northern something that I haven't checked out before. Oh, there's a random fish fillet sitting around out there. Sure, why not? Let's go see if there was some armor that I grabbed out of, like, it was a chest or... I don't even know. It was over on the right. We're gonna go grab that. So anyway, what is this game about? You are some dude not washed up on an island, landed on an island, started delving into a cave with who knows what in it. And then there's like an underground city and a weird eldritch horror. And honestly, that's about it. There's probably more. I'm probably not doing the story immediate justice, but I straight up know nothing about this game. Apart from, like, those little bits. Now, this was a shortcut here, but I should check it out anyway. I should probably also make sure I'm not starving right here. Yeah, do I recommend it so far? It's interesting. Oh, wait, no. I can just climb up on this, can't I? It's like, on one hand, it's super merciless, almost to the point of it being frustrating sometimes. You know, the spike traps just kill you. Honestly, screw the arrows. I'm not using them. I'll see if I can get landmines, maybe. But the rest of it's not that interesting. Right. I gotta check. Okay. You cannot starve while you're in this big open zone. That's exactly what I needed to know. Okay. But it has this, like, nice feeling of isolated exploration that I only ever got... Well, I guess I'm currently getting from Ashen. I think I might be more excited about this game if Ashen hadn't just come out at the same time, more or less. Because Ashen is more my speed. I don't mind the fact that this is a roguelike, but I feel like it would have been better as just like a straight-up Souls-like. Let's see, and there's no key here, but I guess we don't need the key anymore. So there's some kind of shortcut up ahead. Or area to go down? So that's what I'm gonna... Or is there not? I thought that was here. Maybe not. It's almost like the forest, with that feeling, I mean. Yeah, It actually has a very similar crafting system to the forest, too, now that I think about it. You just, like, mosh stuff together and hope it gives you something useful. And there is, like, a recipe list and stuff, but yeah, kinda. The forest, I think, is a little bit more spooky, because you never know when somebody's gonna come out at you. And I think your needs are a little bit more demanding. It is it's a good game if you want to load something up late at night, lights are off, and just feel kind of tense, but not powerless, maybe. I think that's a good way of maybe describing it. I don't know. It's just kind of hard to describe because it's like it's very light on stuff, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Just gonna keep loading up on bandages. The more I got, the better. Okay. So we've got a decent amount of food. A couple more potatoes and I'd be good. Let's go back in, finish exploring this level, especially because, yeah, I'm not nearly close to, I'm not nearly close to having enough food. Okay, speaking of, almost immediately gotta eat. But, I'm not starving anymore. Okay, let's grab a pelt. I don't think I have any more slime, right? Yeah, no. Because having a bunch of bandages around is nice. I like the art style. Oh yeah, no, the atmosphere for this game is fantastic. I've been listening to the... Yep, okay. No, that's a safe one. I've been listening to the soundtrack on my own in the evenings. Well, reading recently. And, like, they really nailed the feeling of just... Damn it. Yeah, you can hear him squeaking, but I couldn't tell if I was gonna get trapped or anything like that. And yeah, I really like I don't know, I like how they use low poly art in this. I am the hugest sucker for anything that's relatively low poly. But in this case, it could actually be higher poly. Like, I have no idea what the character even looks like. It's so zoomed out. But it works well, actually. Like, almost ridiculously well. And your mind kind of just fills in the blanks. I like games that kind of do that-ish. So if you die, do you get sent back to the beginning like a real roguelike? Or, yes and no. So you get sent back to the beginning, but you lose your lantern, which means you gotta go get it back. But there's shortcuts everywhere, so it's not so bad. But if you die on a lower level, it can suck. I died relatively near a stab beast. And he was not friendly to my... I'm not going to say not friendly to my explorations, but effectively, I think I died to the same dude twice. But once you get the hang of it, you don't even die that much. And so most of the backtracking turns into more of, like, resource gathering if you need food and whatnot. Which, you kind of always need a lot of food. And some levels are a lot more forthcoming with that than others. So, like, the early cave levels are covered in rats and foxes and a couple other things, and they're great for snack gathering. Lower levels are just dangerous. They're good for getting, like, explosives, but that's not really what I'm here for. I don't even really like the explosives that much. They seem like they'd be great. And there's a landmine you can apparently get somewhere. But I don't know where. I don't see any creatures. Still looking for more foxes, honestly. Foxes, the occasional snake. I will eat anything in this game.